welcome back to Open, everyone. So Christmas is quickly approaching, and if you haven't gotten your decorations to put on your Christmas tree yet, our next guest, she's a Parsons School of Design alum who now uses recycled materials for her artistic pieces. And today she's here to show us how to make Christmas ornaments from these reusable materials. Please welcome Artist Genevieve Andre, who's already in action, as we see. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
This is a wonderful treat. You know, I admire everything you put your hands on. I mean, just looking at it is beautiful. So what are we going to learn today? And what made you decide to get into eco-friendly material?
My daughter made me decide to get into it.
Okay.
When she was little, she wanted the Barbie dream house, and I thought it'd be much more fun to make one. So I just started cutting up things that I already had, and we made a little beauty salon out of orange juice bottles, and it was cute, you know, swivel chairs and stuff like that. And then I got into the
Swivel chairs with orange juice bottles. That's interesting.
That's another show.
And so I know that is another show, but I wanted to know how you even I guess came up with these concepts, because I mean what I'm looking at is really, really stunning, and it starts from this.
It starts from a plastic bottle. Yeah, after you clean it up, you just basically just cut it. I mean, don't be afraid. Just go right in there, and it's probably better to use a blade, but I just go like this. I mean,
Right.
I really only have like 3 tools. One is a knife, and two different pairs of scissors, pinking shears, which make a lovely edge. But I just cut. So these, the top of the bottles, usually I cut like into 5 or 6 pieces,
Right.
an inch apart, and it'll give me a flower. And you just open it up. These are the petals.
Wow.
You cut around,
Who would've
and
thought?
you can cut. You can. I mean, when you cut them into 4 pieces, you can cut them into 8 pieces, depending on the size of the bottle. And then you go into it with your magic markers. And look at. I mean, these are just.
So you went into this with the magic marker.
Yeah, I
and
just
you
started
designed it.
making
And
like
so
with
how
little
did you
dots.
get the edges? You just cut them like that, or?
Yeah,
So this is the one you cut.
this is the one I cut. So
Right.
I just go like this with the scissors. Take a petal. Cut. I usually cut like all of them in the same direction until they're all done, and then I flip it. That way, it's not like, you know, you're not reinventing the wheel. Here, see, it's a round cut. You can't really see it because it's clear, but this is, you can see this. This is the bottom of a 2-liter bottle
Okay.
that I went into with a magic marker after I cut it.
Wow.
But here's the magic. Check this out. Look at this. So it's just beautiful. Looks like a tulip, right?
Right.
But I open them up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just like look at this. I mean, you
Look
could
at that.
get into
That
it
wait,
with
let's
any
hold it
color.
here for
It doesn't
them
matter.
to see.
Doesn't matter
Yeah,
the color.
this is what she did after she opened it.
And this is
wow.
this is one that I went into with a red marker.
Right.
And you see, like when you concentrate the dots, what it looks like.
Okay, let's look at the dot one.
See when you
So
concentrate
this
the
is
dots.
a really great home project
Oh,
with
yeah.
your kids.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to make this? I mean, the dots obviously looks like it's a little time consuming because you have to. It's kind.
Well,
it
I
also
mean,
looks therapeutic.
It's very therapeutic. I mean, much more therapeutic than these Zen coloring books.
Right.
I find that, you know, when you take a piece, a material that's around you that, you know, it looks kind of like stained glass to me.
Right,
I
it
mean,
does.
Especially when you go into the, you know, when you start using the darker colors to contrast with lighter colors.
Oh, wow.
And you can do any kind of pattern.
So this
that
is
you
the
want. This is-
top of the bottle.
Yep.
I just want to show everybody because this is so cool. Who would have thought? And the funny thing is that, I mean, it's not funny, but I kind of endowed them. They're so beautiful that it's kind of like, they look fragile, but meanwhile, they're plastic bottles.
Yeah, it's so funny when I go to community board meetings to show this artwork, and they're afraid to touch it because they think it's glass.
Right.
I'm like, look, you could just.
And it's plastic.
Yeah.
And so, and how do you hang these up?
So you make a hole in it.
Right? You make a hole,
Hole in the bottom.
middle.
And it's nice to have old jewelry lying around that you don't need, old costume jewelry.
Right.
Because this is like 2 different size bottoms
I
that
gotta
I
show
can
this. I
that
gotta
I
show
flip.
this to
I cut
everybody.
them the exact same way, and I
Look at
flip them
this.
in a different way. And that's a Christmas ornament. And you can actually see a lot of these hanging on the East Harlem Christmas tree that's on 3rd Avenue and 106th Street. And
That's
in
right, you
Franklin Plaza.
decorated-
This is a single, what a
let's
single
look at
looks
the
like.
single one.
And you see I put some pearl beads and some glass beads on it. And
So I want to show them this because these are holiday ornaments that are made from plastic bottles. I mean, it's a little challenging because it's see-through, but look how beautiful. All she did was cut the ends like she showed us, and then she put a string through it and I guess put some jewelry, some costume jewelry to give it a little bling bling.
yeah, I mean, and you know, this might sound a little weird, but you know, if you want to have a little, you know, if you're having a little dinner party and you just want to change the decoration in your house, these make like really cool lamp shades.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to put a light bulb in there, but
Right,
you know,
'cause it's
just,
plastic.
It's just, you know, put 3 of them together. It's just like wow, you know,
Nice.
it's really cool. And just to show you, I don't just work with plastic bottles. I also work with cans. This used to be a soda can.
That used
And
to
I
be a
just-
soda can.
yeah, and I
But how do
just-
you
I
do
cut.
this with
I
scissors?
just make like just like 100 little cuts
100 little cuts.
and yeah, I mean, I could show you. I'm cutting this. Look, see, it just cuts. With
I see.
A pair of scissors.
I don't know if they could see that because you're blocking it.
Well, I
right?
don't know.
Yeah,
Can you
there.
see like that?
There you go.
You see,
I
I'm
think
cutting.
yes, how you just slice
And
it.
it just sometimes you have to help it turn, and sometimes it turns by itself. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Like ribbon, you can pull on it, and it curls.
And the
that?
beauty of it is that
And this is like, you
it's
know, one of those
reusable. What's that?
vegetable juice, single vegetable juice containers.
This is a
that I made.
vegetable juice
It was.
container. It was.
Now it's an ornament.
Right, of course,
This used
but-
to be an Evian bottle. Now I see this like hundreds of little cuts on the bottom of where that mountain glacier kind of.
Look at this. It's got a chandelier look to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's endless what you can do with this. These are just 2 that I cut with pinking shears so that the edges are like a little bit zigzaggy.
Yeah.
It just adds a little bit of
Right. So then
dimension
it's
to
just
it.
it's just the matter
It's
of
just
getting those scissors that have that
Yeah.
feature, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they call it pinking shears.
Awesome.
And you know, with the bigger bottles, you might want to use a pattern. I made this pattern, and you just tape it around the bottle. Use a very thin magic marker, and go around it so that you don't lose your place and you don't lose the size.
Wow.
But yeah,
I
I
gotta
mean,
tell
that's
you, I gotta tell you, this is amazing, and thank you for bringing it all here with us. I hope you guys learned something today because I sure did. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you,
It's fun
thank
to
you.
make.
I know, I love all of your creativity, and thank you for bringing it here to our viewers.
Well, thank you so much for
All
inviting me.
right,
This is
Genevieve,
fun.
everybody, and once again, for more on Genevieve Andre and her work, you can visit the East Harlem Holiday Tree on Instagram, and make sure you visit the East Harlem Tree. That's located on 106 and 3rd.